trial of the century. Lawyer? I hardly know her. Anyways, hello and welcome to another exciting Let's Play. It's your girl Kayleigh Alyssa here, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. Take that! And today's the day. It's time. We're in the trial. It's time for the trial. Let's go. Oh, let's go. I've heard I get to meet a new lawyer today. A new prosecuting attorney. Hey, Nick. What is it? Is something wrong? Nah, but did you see all the people here? It's crazy. Oh, so check out the mask glossy eye box. Oh, wow. You bought this where? Spoiler, there will be another date to the trial. It will not be done today. Oh, that's fine. I mean, I had assumed that. This wasn't the, it's not the intro to the game, you know? Like, where it's, like, basically the tutorial mission, you know? Where it's just, like, the one single day, and there's no investigations, and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we already did that one. Yeah, this one, there's gonna be at least 2 or 3 days. Maybe 4 or 5. From the little tents in front of the courthouse, they have all sorts of things for sale. You know, I'm a sucker for this kind of. I'm a sucker. Oh, wow. Come on, I'm guilty. Throw the book at me. Who's screaming like that? Oh, Mr. Wright, you made it. Yeah, I did. But it doesn't look like things are going to get any less ugly for you. Because I did it, I'm the criminal. Me. Ugh, he's at it again. I sent a calling card to Lord Lee Taylor, I admit it! Did you? But you don't have the sacred urn, right? Well, that's true, but that doesn't mean that I didn't commit the crime. Oh, punish me now, Daddy! Normally when I say, of course you didn't, I'm being sarcastic, but you... Yikes. Anyway, I admit that I'm guilty. I'm certainly not innocent. This should be an easy case. He already admits guilt. Phoenix will get back-to-back losses. Oh no! So make sure they give me a guilty verdict, please. Oh, there you are, Ronnie. Bonjour, sweetie. Oh, that's the honey. Bonjour. Oh, well, actually, I don't really know why I should be speaking French to you at a time like this. Leave it all to me, Ronnie. I swear, I'll protect you. You see, the thief, is me. Can I tell you something, Nicky boy? I can guarantee that my Ronnie is innocent. If he's declared guilty, I'll be ever so cross with you. So why are you smiling when you say it? Well, if you'll excuse me, I've got some errands I need to take care of. I'm counting on you, Nicky boy. Good luck. It should still be an easy one, because it's me, and I'm an ace gamer. To be honest, I really don't know whether Ron is mask to mask or not, but there's only one thing I am sure of. He doesn't have the sacred urn right now. Somehow it's gonna turn up. Ace, I thought you were hyper. What? Hyper gamer? What? No, get it? Cause like, oh, ace detective, ace attorney, ace... You know... ace gamer... Ace Ace Mystic. It's a whole thing. Anyways.
Mr. Delight, it's time for you to enter the courtroom.
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely not either of those things.
For the time being, I guess I'll have to trust Desiree.
Whoa! Is Killer here? Is that Killer from Shanks's crew? Wait, no. Kids crew? Yeah, Eustace Kids crew. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Ron Delight.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
What about the prosecution? Are you prepared to...
What a stupid question.
What did you say?
Fine. Let me ask you then, Your Honor. Are you ready? Are you ready to pass judgment?
What? No, I'm not. I will pass judgment after I hear arguments from both sides.
Well, if you're not ready yourself, you shouldn't expect others to be. That's a rule to live by.
Who are you?
I am Godot, legendary prosecutor. I have never lost a case.
He's the one that Detective Atme was talking about. Yes, your reputation precedes you. What kind of cases have you dealt with so far?
Ha, none.
What did you say?
I've never lost.
But you've never tried any cases,
But I've never lost.
but you've never won.
But I've never lost.
Ah!
I've never prosecuted a case before.
Never, but you said you've never lost before.
Exactly. I've never lost.
It's making the same joke that I just did. Oh, I called this one.
I've never won before either, but I've never lost.
Quite arrogant for a beginner, aren't you?
Even the mightiest of redwoods begin their lives as mere saplings.
Yes, but a mask? In a court of law?
Ha! Don't you know anything? No matter the man, we all wear masks. Either on our faces or over our hearts.
He's never prosecuted. Maybe he used to be in a defense, maybe. Huh? This guy is the real deal, Nick.
Why does it seem like all prosecutors are the real deal? So, we finally meet. Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Huh? Nick, is he a friend of yours?
No, I don't have any friends that call me Trite. Just who is this masked man? I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you.
Yeah, he said we finally meet. Not we meet again. Well then, Prosecutor Gobo?
It's not Gobo. It's Godot, Your Honor.
Godot? The T is silent, right? Right? I'm saying it right? It's Godot. In any case, please give your opening statement.
Opening statement? Those things, the T is silent, yeah. Those things are not fit for even dogs to consume.
Yeah, like pterodactyl. Wait. Or that would be the P is silent. Like another word where the T is silent.
I have only one thing to say before we start. To you, Mr. Trite. What is it? Are you familiar with the saying, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link? I wonder how much you can withstand before you and your case break in two. ha.
Oh, he thinks he's good. But he's going up against the best. Well then. Let's hear from the first witness.
My name is... No one has asked for your name, witness. The important thing is what you know. That's all. Start talking. We're listening. Yes, sir.
All right, witness. First, let's hear about what you know about the thief that stole the urn.
Yes, sir.
Wow, Master Mask's crimes. Here we go.
Master Mask is a master thief that started this crime spree 6 months ago.
T's usually silent in names like Godot, but you learn later there's a story behind the T being silent. No spoilers in chat or the comments. Because his name is Godothy. But he dropped the HY. He dropped the he because he'll never be him. Right? Yeah. I know I'm right.
He's so confident that he sends his calling card before he even commits the crime. This was his 5th heist, and as usual he sent a card to Lordly Taylor. His pattern is to always go after only the most precious art pieces. That's why we're sure it was Master Mask, sir. It fits his MO to a T.
The T! This is it. We're gonna start to get the backstory now. To a T. But the T is silent. Just like his MO, which is a calling card that doesn't make any noise, because it's a card. So then the actual identity of this Master Mask is Mr. Godot. What are you? Oh, now I want coffee again. Well, we're in the middle of a trial here, Mr. Godot.
Blacker than a moonless night, hotter and more bitter than hell itself. That is coffee. I'm sure you can grant me at least this much, Your Honor. Oh, please. Proceed.
Very well. It's only coffee, after all.
What? You can't be letting him slide this early in the trial.
Proceed with your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. That's a crazy-looking attorney. Yeah. No, you know who he looks like? He kind of reminds me of Killer. You know, from the Kid Pirates? That's what they were called, right? The Kid Pirates? Anyways. Although I guess the mask, Killer's mask covers his whole face, doesn't it? Complains about his mask and coffee, but Von Karma had a whip and used it on everyone, including him. Well, Nick, what are you going to do? As long as they haven't brought up Mr. Delight's identity, all we can do is show that it wasn't Mask to Mask who stole the urn. It is Pink, it's Godot time.
Master Mask is a master thief that first started his crime spree 6 months ago.
Have you been involved in the investigation from the beginning?
Yep, nobody knows more about the thief than me, pal.
There it is. Oh, he said the thing.
It's true. I'm a Zavari. Author on thieves.
An author? He's written books about thieves? I think he probably meant to say authority.
The fact that this guy can slip through even my fingers shows how good he is, pal.
It's easy when those fingers happen to be butterfingers. Press harder. Always press harder. What's the worst that's gonna happen? I'm gonna get like a, I don't know, lose a star? Gain a star? Lose a bar! That's it. This game's about losing bars. The next game is about gaining stars. That's what it is. So nobody knows more about the thief than you, huh?
You got it, pal. Except maybe for the thief's mom, that is.
But isn't there someone who knows even more about it than the police?
You don't mean Detective Zvari, do you?
Who is this person? Zvari. He sounds German.
His name is Look At Me, sir. I guess I shouldn't have made up such a silly name for him.
What the heck? I guess he's not all that famous after all.
Anyway, it's true that he did manage to retrieve the lost item the thief stole.
Oh, I see. Seems you're not the expert you claim to be.
Wait, it looks like the thief is toying with me even now. He's so confident that he sends his calling card before he even commits the crime.
Yeah, come here, sweetie. You wanna play Ace Attorney with me? Are you an ace kitten? She's rubbing her face on my ankles. You're adorable. Come here. Come closer.
Have you seen all of these so-called calling cards?
Yeah, of course I have. Except the person in charge of the treasure exhibit never brought their card to the police. So I didn't see this one until a crime occurred.
That's because Detective Atme stopped Miss Andrews from taking it to the police.
Was the calling card that Lordly Taylor received authentic?
Well, all the calling cards have one common identifying feature. But we're not releasing that information to the general public.
She's biting my hand. Oh, are we playing rough now? I see. Cute cat. I love you.
But you're absolutely certain that this card is real. Gumshoe can't say it out loud, but I bet he's talking about Mask to Mask's emblem.
This was his fifth heist, and as usual, he sent a card on to Lordly Taylor.
His fifth heist, and your fifth screw-up, huh?
Objection, pal!
Yeah! Oh, that might be the one right there.
Objection, pal!
That could be. I could see that being the thumbnail. That's a great Gumshoe quote.
That ain't fair. Maybe you could say I screwed up 4 times, but this last time wasn't my fault. I didn't even know about the calling card this time.
You of all people shouldn't be chuckling about this, Detective Gumshoe.
I just want everyone here in the courtroom to know something. If you ever get a calling card from this guy, don't call some stupid private eye. Call your local police right away. Get me?
Wow, it looks like he's really going in for Detective Atme.
His pattern is to always go after the most precious art pieces.
Art pieces? Like what, for example?
Well, his first target was the famous Tear of Emanan.
What's that? Some kind of especially salty teardrop?
No, sir. It's a blue diamond. A single rare diamond. Next was the...
Blue Diamond mentioned. And Steven!
Next was the crown of Bongora. You know, the thing you put on your head. After that was the left hand of Hades, and then the portrait of Maginus. Detective Abney retrieved the portrait of Magina and returned it to the museum.
And the target of his fifth and last robbery was the sacred urn. Right?
But...
Oh. But isn't it difficult for him to dispose of such famous art pieces?
Well, we assume he must have some underworld connections.
Somehow Mr. Delight doesn't look the type.
Yeah, he's a little too sunny to be hanging out in the underworld. Besides, I don't think that's the part of the city he'd be hanging out in. Looks like he'd go somewhere where he can get his buns iced, if you know what I mean. Wants to get some frosting on those buns of his.
That's why we're sure it was Master Mask, sir. Fits his M.O. to a T.
What do you mean when you say it fits his M.O. to a T? I was thinking of asking the same thing myself.
Yeah, I wish you would listen to him a little more closely, pal. First of all, there's the calling card. We're 100% sure it's authentic. Then there's the fact that he seemed to know all about the security system. And finally, his target was an art piece. These are all part of the thief's modus operandi.
And so, since this robbery seems to fit all those conditions...
That's right! It means that Master Mask is behind it.
Nick, it definitely looks like it was Master Mask who stole the urn.
But there's no real evidence either way as to whether Ron Delight is Mask to Mask.
But...
Also, the urn hasn't turned up yet, let alone in connection to Mr. Delight himself.
So even though we know it was Master Mask that did it...
Maybe for the time being, I should try to show it wasn't Master Mask that did it.
Right, but how? That's not the line. Let's see. Take good care of the speckled urn, won't you? And Ron's wallets. Remember how much the urn was worth and what he likes to steal? But has no monetary value. I mean, that's fair. That could be it. Card before he commits the crime. This is his fifth heist, and as usually send a card. Always go after the most precious art pieces. But precious means different things. Art also means different things to different people. But I wouldn't call it precious or art. I'll try it.
Can I ask you a little something, Detective Gumshoe?
Just hearing the little in that question is making me nervous.
You said that he always goes after the most precious art pieces, right?
That's right, pal.
But there's one problem. That's not what he did in this case. The supposedly priceless urn doesn't exactly rise to the level of precious art. Yeah, it's like, it's priceless in the way that, like, honestly, its worth is determined in the same way that, like, it's the singer
The singer who made the Pokemon theme song, you know? I wanna be the very best. He's been in some, like, hot water recently. There was, like, this conspiracy or whatever that, like, you know, he tried to rip off some kids. Because he decided how much his signature is worth based on his pricing. You know, for, like, if you want to get something signed and autographed by this guy, you know, he charges, like, $150 or $200 or whatever. So then automatically this fake card that isn't a Pokemon card, not actually a real TCG Pokemon card, it's a made-up card that he signed and got authenticated by the company that makes the cards, not by TCG. That it's graded 10, it's a perfect 10, and it's got his signature on it. Suddenly it's worth $180, and it's like, it's trash. It's literal trash. It's worth nothing. What, you decided that it's worth $180? You, the person who signs it, can't decide. It's based on, like, supply and demand. Ron only clearly wore that costume for the bedroom. Oh, he probably did. Anyways, that's the same thing with this urn. Its pricelessness is only determined by, you know, the person who friggin', you know, put it on the display. Maya, who's like, it's priceless. It's like, okay, it's worthless.
What do you mean?
Nick, how can you say such a terrible thing? When you're telling me a beta male like him would steal an urn, his wife is clearly into roleplay. No, absolutely. Clearly into roleplay and also into pegging.
No, I meant from a financial point of view. I mean, it wouldn't fetch a good price.
Well, Prosecutor Godot, what is the value of that urn? The like claims to steal to support his wife's expensive lifestyle. Supposedly.
The appraisers I spoke to said they couldn't attach a price to it, and I mean that in the worst sense.
So in other words, it was not the kind of item that Master Mask would normally go after.
Nick!
If I understand you correctly, Mr. Wright, you're saying that the theft of the sacred urn was not the work of Master Mask?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Actually, all I did was point out the contradiction. The argument made itself, but Godot is canonically your husband. But congratulations. Does he wear the mask during? I assume he wears the mask during, right? Well, first of all, we need to get this issue cleared up. Was this last robbery the work of Master Mask or not? What do you have to say about this, Mr. Godot? See, this is going to backfire on me. Because Mr. Delight isn't, he isn't Master Mask. So this doesn't help my case at all. What do you have to say about this, Mr. Godot?
This coffee here, it's my own special blend. I call it Godot number 107. It's like Heinz number 57, or Jack Daniels number 7. It's an icon. It's a legend. I'm trying to decide whether to cut down on the acidity or the bitterness. That's the only thing I've got on my mind right now. Mr. Trite.
What?
If you're really a man, you should clean up your own mess.
Sorry, but I don't get what you mean.
If you're saying it wasn't Master Mask that stole the urn, then it must be someone imitating Master Mask's methods. A fake.
Huh? A fake to mask? Fake to mask? That sounds so ridiculous, but I like it.
Now, before I decide on my coffee, I believe some proof is in order, Mr. Trite. Proof that the person who appeared at Lordly Taylor that night was actually a fake.
Because of the implication.
Though I don't approve of Mr. Godot's behavior, his point is valid. Mr. Wright, we're waiting. It looks like I'm going to have to prove it. I need proof that the person at Lordly Taylor that night was in fact fake Damask. Photo of storeroom entrance taken by the camera on the night of the crime. Hold on. Let's see. Okay. Wait a minute. What are you using to play the game? My phone. It's a Motorola Edge Plus. It's a 2022, and yeah, the huge brooch is missing, or whatever it is. I was trying to think of what it's called, but the big face right there, right at the top of his chest. Also, you can download the game yourself right on the Google Play Store. You and anybody else who wants to try and figure out the puzzles, you can do it yourself and not give me the answers. Even though I already noticed that that's what was missing. So thank you. Yeah, see? It's a big old face. I was trying to think of the word for it. Like, what is it? I don't know if it's a brooch. Is it like a clasp? I don't know. But yes, I need proof. Would it be this photo? Because that's the other thing. Is it this photo or is it that photo? I want to prove that it wasn't. Yeah, I'm going to assume it's this photo. The proof is right here. It would be security photo, right? That's what I'm thinking. This looks like a photo taken by a security camera. But if you look closely, you'll notice something peculiar about it. Well then, why don't you go ahead and show us what it is? Go on, use this pointer and show us just what about this photo is so peculiar. It's right here, of course. You mean mask to mask? I have here a piece of reference I would like the court to look at. Isn't that the publicity photo I bought this morning? The problem I have with the security camera photo is the brooch. Oh, it is called the brooch. Okay. There's white stuff all over the floor. That was you. You bumped into Adrian Andrews. And bumped into her again and again and again for 30 seconds and made a mess. Dang, to make a mess. Those were the days. Imagine making messes. I no longer make messes. A breach? Here? Bailiff, get my steed. We need to retreat at once. A brooch, Your Honor. It's a sort of clasp. For legal reasons here, an adult, right? Sky, yes, adult. Sky is an adult, yes. It's a sort of clasp for holding one's cape on. A clasp, eh? Ah, I see now.
But the mask to mask instead of the security camera photo, he has no brooch.
That brooch is the same as the emblem on Damask's calling card and serves as his symbol. But the thief that broke into Lordly Taylor wasn't wearing a brooch. In other words, this mask to mask is a fake!
Yeah, I've been fooled again.
Oh, order! It's true.
Undeniably true. Detective Gumshoe, how could you have overlooked this?
Yeah, I'm sorry, sir. I don't know how.
Where does he keep getting new mugs from? Who keeps sliding it over to him?
Hey now. If you're gonna have a pity party, invite me too. Mr. Godot, you deserve some blame in this too. How could you have overlooked such a large brooch?
No brooch would be like Godot without his mask, or Vakama without her whip, or Gumshoes without his paycheck. It's their signature.
What do you mean it would be like Gumshoes with a paycheck? Like if Gumshoes had a paycheck, or he was able to buy lunch, then you'd be like, what? That's not Gumshoe. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Or it would be like Gumshoe without his pal.
Pal?
Right? It's his signature.
How could you have overlooked such a large brooch? Ha, the brooch you're talking about? Do you mean this?
Ah!
So that's Master Mask's brooch.
Is it? Is it?
Oh, it's got the same dots in the same place. Oh! Well, where did you find it? Well, I've always had a good nose for evidence. I got it at the crime scene. And you didn't log it in as evidence? Wasting my goddamn... I wouldn't have made that argument. Okay. It was hidden in the shadow of a big female Buddha statue. Buddha statue? You must mean Amy Faye statue.
Well, why didn't you tell me about that, sir?
Oh yeah, you're right about that, Sky. He would have loved all of the evidence she's got. Both big pieces of evidence.
I always put evidence away in my pocket. After all, it's the safest place for crucial evidence.
That's actually crazy. Grr. This guy's one cool customer.
It's a little early to be shaken up, isn't it, little lady? That friend of yours left pretty little hickeys on there, too.
No, super illegal.
Hey, hickeys! Figuratively speaking, of course. I'm referring to Ron Delight's fingerprints.
What?
What? The defendant's fingerprints are on the brooch?
That can't be real.
Order in the court!
Why would he fingerprints?
Mr. Godot, let's see that brooch. I've grown attached to my metallic girlfriend here.
That's a weird thing to say.
Take good care of her. It appears to have been torn off some clothing. There's a little bit of cloth left down the back. Obviously, there must have been a big struggle that night at the crime scene.
Uh-oh. Phoenix, we have a problem.
Uh-oh. Are you sure you guys aren't polyamorous?
Ha! You mess with Godot, you get the Bjorns. You get Bjorned.
He's been playing me like a violin!
Well, Judge, I'm about ready to call my next witness.
Huh? You're done with me, but I haven't proved anything yet.
You've proven your own incompetence. That's good enough.
Incompetence? You stole evidence from the crime scene. Okay.
That doesn't sound good at all.
Bailiff, bring the next witness into the courtroom. Finally time for the ace detective to make his appearance, huh?
Yeah, that's different though. I'm the good guy. He's the bad guy.
1 second. Here's one drip of the coffee pot. Let's hurry it up.
Stop it. You're gonna make me want more coffee. I'm falling asleep over here.
Shh! Silence! Now I see. It's all becoming clear.
Well, what's clear?
Zvari! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. What we have here is a judge and a prosecutor, a coffee maniac at that. Am I correct?
Well, yes, that's right.
Ha! Not bad. Not bad at all. You're the first person that's ever been able to penetrate my secret veil.
I thought for sure Pink was the first one to penetrate Godot's secret veil.
Well, Sir Prosecutor, let me introduce myself. My name is Look at Me, ace detective and rising star, illuminating the heavens.
Oh, I bet you do, Pink, I bet you do. Boy, these two make a perfect pair. Hey, don't say that in front of Pink. Pink's gonna get jealous.
They'd either be best friends or they'd tear each other's heads off.
I've heard that on the night of the crime, you were all alone on security detail.
You have heard correctly. My specially made monocle is worth more than 100 Detective Gumshoes. If Detective Gumshoe was worth anything, that is.
Why was this guy all by himself anyway? There must be some reason. I'm sure of it. So it's worth $100. Yeah, hey, whoa. We love Detective Gumshoe. Did you know that there was a survey about who everybody's favorite Ace Attorney characters were? And Gumshoe is number one for the non-attorney characters. But also he's number one for the attorney characters. And I don't care what the survey that Sky Red says. I don't believe it, and I don't trust it. Gumshoe is the number one character. Well then, tell us what the special monocle of yours is. Of yours witnessed? Maya was number one. Gumshoe. Nah, I'm pretty sure Gumshoe is number one. And then Harry Butts is number two. And then Chuckles the Clown is number three. What I witnessed. Oh no, you know who it would be? It would be the it's number one in my heart. Yeah, that's fair. It was approximately 1 o'clock. No one from the Forbidden Case is on the list. No, that's fair. It is the Forbidden Case. Well, the clown was the only, like, redeemable character in the entire thing. I mean, I suppose, like, the little girl, like, she was innocent in all of it. Like, it's not her fault that several adults were attracted to her. You know? But the clown was totally innocent. He had nothing to do. He was just a goofy guy. Just a goofy guy. Who had nothing but a platonic and perfectly professional relationship with that little girl. She killed a guy with a lion. Oh, yeah, no, that's true. The clown is the only redeemable character in that whole episode.
It was approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date changed. That's when my nemesis, the infamous Masked Mask, dancingly descended upon me. Just as I began to turn, the coward struck a fierce blow upon my noble head. Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike. Either that or Master Mask swallowed me, I couldn't tell.
When I awoke, he was gone. 30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone to notify the police. The wheelchair guy wasn't bad, but he murdered a well-loved guy on accident, meaning to kill a 16-year-old. Yeah, that's true. No, he was trying to kill a teenager. Ended up killing her dad. I remember. But the clown, he was a good guy. Yeah, the ventriloquist was the worst. So, you didn't get a clear look at the criminal. My specially made monocle never misses a thing. However, that is limited to things that fall within my own visual range. But of course, that's only natural. I fail to see why the witness seems so proud of his performance that evening. Well, sir, old-timer, let me explain. We are not speaking of any ordinary thief, but of the king of thieves, the great Master Mask, my arch enemy. That is what my instincts and my years of experience tell me. Very well. Proceed with the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Can't believe we're on the second guy already. It was approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date changed.
So that would be 1 o'clock of the morning of the 12th, correct?
That's an impressive deduction, sir lawyer.
You were on security duty that night. Where exactly were you at that time?
A penetrating question. I was in the basement warehouse near the computer.
Near the computer, huh? So then you weren't trying to remain hidden, I take it?
Up to this point, I have tried to remain concealed while waiting for the thief.
Yeah, he said the same thing yesterday, too.
Gumshoe also said that they've never spotted the thief at the crime scenes before.
Precisely, and that is precisely why I chose not to hide last night. I knew that by not concealing myself, I would be putting pressure on the thief.
Looks like the thief was the one applying pressure on your pigeony head, that is.
In any case, that's when my nemesis, the infamous Master Mask, dancingly descended upon me.
Dancingly descended from where exactly?
Well, from the entrance, I suppose. Where else?
So in actuality, he neither danced nor descended. Someone please save me. So how is it that you didn't notice the thief?
My eyes were looking for the thief's shadow while my ears listened for footfalls. But even so, the dastardly criminal managed to sneak up on me. It can only be due to his subtly camouflaged cape and soft-soled shoes.
I hereby dub you Ace Dunce!
Just as I began to turn, the coward struck a fierce blow upon my noble head. I don't really want to contest that.
You didn't see the criminal's face when that happened?
Well, that's the difficult part, how shall I put it? I saw his mask. That's all that I can recall. That's not very solid as far as testimony goes. However, fortunately, I had my third monocle, the security camera. That's the ready. It captured his image perfectly. This should be sufficient, I believe. Well, as long as this photo is authentic, I don't see a problem here. Well, Mr. Godot, do you have a problem with this photo?
Good. Then let's continue with the testimony.
Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike. When I awoke, he was gone.
Attacked and knocked unconscious, and you weren't able to do a thing? That's certainly some very impressive detective work.
Well, Sir Lawyer, have you ever been suddenly struck on the head?
Huh? Well, actually, yes. By a fire extinguisher.
And what happened?
I was knocked out.
And you lost your memory too.
You see, you have no right to look down on me then, do you? The only reason I didn't lose my memory was because I have more brains to begin with.
He may have brains, but the wiring to the self-reflection part seems to be severed.
In any case, that was how I was knocked senseless. And then... 30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone to notify the police.
Is this contestable? Hold on. Okay. There's something suspicious about Detective Atme. How could he not have noticed when the thief came in?
Also, he says he was knocked unconscious before he could fight back. But that can't be right. It contradicts the evidence.
What, this evidence? The mask knocked him out during the crime with a blow to the back of the head. That evidence? Moved the night of the crime. Huh? Which piece?
The real question is, why would he tell such an obvious lie?
Think. Look at all of the evidence. Was it the paint thing? What was the thing about the paint?
It was torn off. How would it have been torn off? Who tore it off? Who else would it be? If he was alone, who else would have torn it off? The mask wouldn't have torn it off to what? To plant evidence that it was him? If it really was him. No. You see, there was a struggle.
I was approximately 1 in the morning. So my nemesis dancing descended upon me. I began to turn. The coward struck a fierce blow upon my noble head. Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike.
Objection! Mr. Atney, could you take a look at this with that?
Learned it didn't go with his outfit and was grossed out. He had to rip it off right now.
This doesn't match at all! Could you take a look at this with that special monocle of yours?
Aha! This belongs to the criminal mastermind, my arch nemesis, Musk Damask. It is, in point of fact, Musk Damask's brooch.
It was found on the floor of the basement warehouse. I wonder how that happened.
Ha! Elementary, my dear lawyer. Obviously, it wasn't glued on well enough.
Not quite. It clearly shows signs of having been ripped off a piece of clothing. Ripped off? Aha! We can only deduce that the thief struggled with someone that night. That's the only thing I can think of. And there's only one person that was in a position to have a struggle with the thief. The only person that was on security duty that night. You, Detective Atney. Ick. Detective Atney, you must have fought with the thief that night. So why did you lie in your court testimony? Witness, giving false testimony is a serious crime. No, wait just a moment, Sir Old-Timer. Don't talk to me like I'm living in a nursing home. I just remembered, Your Honor. I was just confused because I've been dealing with so many cases lately. The true measure of a man is in the amount of work he does. That's what I always say.
Shut up, you're making me want another coffee. I just opened up a soda so I don't have to waste chat's time making a coffee. Nick, you can only handle one case at a time. Isn't that right? What, Maya, don't call me out over here.
You talk too much.
Okay, there's another idea for a thumbnail.
You talk too much.
Her and me both, Phoenix. Her and me both. That might be the thumbnail right there. The shade is diabolical.
Witness! So are you now saying that you and the thief fought?
Hold on. That's quite enough, Your Honor. I had to find the voice again.
Excuse me?
Stop it with the coffee. You make me want coffee. Yeah, I'm gonna want a coffee. Save the big questions for the testimony. That's one of my rules. I have one rule.
Indeed, I understand. Look at me. Agree completely.
Okay. Then let's do it. Come on, bring it on.
Indeed, it's true that I looked away from the door for a brief moment. However, look at me cannot be so easily discombobulated. Unfortunately, the thief grabbed a weapon from the side and rendered me senseless. A true gentleman fights only with his fists, but they were not enough. His first blow struck true. Bam! And that's all she wrote.
So in the end, you did catch a glimpse of Mask de Mask?
Correct. It was during his third crime that he struck me from behind.
During his third crime? What?
It seems that my memory has become a tad jumbled, so to speak.
Well, that's certainly understandable. I myself always get confused about which testimony goes with which case. Oh, God. Why do you still have a job? That can't be good. You know, Judge is probably in my top 5 for favorite characters. Yeah. He's got to be one of my favorites. I love that guy. He's so funny. And, like, it's unintentionally funny. At least from his, you know, perspective. The fact that he's funny, he's not even trying. It's just him being dumb sometimes. Fight with the thief. Indeed, it's true that I looked away from the door a brief moment. Okay. So why did you look away from the door anyway? In addition to the camera, I had prepared a variety of other sensors as well. The alarm on one of those had gone off, so I had to check the data. Of what? That's why I went to the computer. Elegantly, of course. So you were momentarily vulnerable when you were working on the computer? What should I do? Should I ask some more questions? Yeah. Ask about the sensor. What was it sensing? What got detected? What kind of sensors are you talking about? There are other places in the basement that someone could enter and exit from. There are air conditioner, ducts, sewer pipes, and a cat door as well. I hooked up heat-detecting infrared, ultraviolet sensors to each of them. That's a lot of hardware. Was it all yours? Lordly Taylor Department Store was kind enough to provide the monitoring hardware. Naturally, the security camera that took the photo belongs to them as well. In other words, he couldn't have rigged the equipment, huh? Has that cleared up any doubts you had about me, Sir Lawyer? However, look at me cannot be so easily discombobulated. What does that mean, discombobulated? Young people these days, they really irritate me. They are perfectly good old words to die until everyone forgets what they mean. Sorry, but what exactly does it mean anyway? Now I've forgotten. Oh, what was I saying? This is what I mean. Unintentionally funny. I do like these moments with the judge. It is funny. It was funny. It is funny. Jeez, it's better than old people who forget what they were saying 5 seconds ago. Well, it looks like we've cleared that up. You can go on with your testimony. Okay. Unfortunately, the thief grabbed a weapon from the side and rendered me senseless. Is that where he grabbed it from? Because if you were by the computer, then on the other side of the door is the statue. That's a good bit of ways. And what, he had to remove that sword from the statue? I mean, I suppose if you were looking away for a while, you'd think that if somebody was, that far away, or that close, I mean, that you'd hear the footprints, the footsteps at least, What do you mean by weapon from the side? Naturally, the thief had no idea that I, look at me, was hiding in the area. He grabbed the sword from the statue that was standing by the door to the warehouse. Sword?
Mm-hmm.
You mean the sword that was all twisted like a tree branch?
Correct. Fortunately for me, the blade was not sharp.
Oklahoma. So he is talking about the Shichishito.
So the thief armed himself with a sword. What about yourself, witness? A true gentleman fights only with his fists. But they were not enough.
You had that much faith in your own fighting abilities?
Of course, in college I was the second in charge of the boxing club. There were two of us. I'm sorry if I failed to find that appropriately impressive. However, my opponent was in the ring this time. Was my arch nemesis Mask de Mask.
This guy is a real piece of work.
His first blow struck me true. Bam! And that's all she wrote.
When did you grab the brooch? Can you tell us a little more about what happened?
My opponent was both powerful and vicious. You might say he was powericious.
I won't say that. Powericious?
I assumed the at-me fighting stance, but a sudden flash of light blinded me. That, of course, was checkmate. My opponent has bested me.
Just like in high school, I was vice president and only member of the Atheist Club. That seems unlikely. It had to have been more atheists. Then again, I could imagine that there wouldn't be more people who wanted to join the club. I guess I could see that too. You know? I get that. I do. I truly do. It was Southern Illinois.
The Texas of Illinois. I see the north of the south of the north. What do I do now? Should I ask more about this? You were blinded? Yeah, don't ask about the at-me fighting style. You were blinded. So, what was this flash of light that blinded you?
I was bathed in a golden light that seemed to come from the statue of the woman.
Huh. Okay. Ask about the fighting style, please. Oh, my bad. The statue of Amy Faye, I'm guessing. Well, that wasn't very much help at all. What do you think, Nick? Well, there's one thing that I'm absolutely sure of now. Yeah, what is it? This look at me guy. He's definitely hiding something. But why? He doesn't want to share the secrets of his fighting stance. I think I'm starting to figure out what really happened that night. I'm glad you are, because now I'm starting to think that the Flash... That's why I paused on the golden statue, the golden light coming from the statue. Was the Flash the camera going off? Is that what the Flash was? Was he already inside? And then the flash of the camera went off when he was leaving where it was stored. Because that explains why the camera only went off once instead of twice, as he's going in and then as he's coming out. It only went off when he was coming out with the vase. So that explains why there's only one. He was already inside the vault. As he's coming out, camera flash goes off. That's why there was an alarm that was going off elsewhere. And that's why look at me,
had to look at the computer. Because the alarm was going off, you know, for one of the other sensors. Because he was already inside the vault. Yeah. He never came in. He never walked in. He only walked out. And then the flash of the camera was the flash from the statue. So the flash of the camera bounced off the statue. That's why he said there was a golden light. I was bathed in a golden light. It reflected off of the statue. That's why he was temporarily blinded. I bet you his fighting style, he probably like lunged at it or something. Ended up smacking face first right into the sword, knocking himself out. Mask to mask never hit him. He knocked himself out, I bet. I bet this bumbling fool knocked himself out. Alright, you're gonna find out. Watch this, watch. I think I know what happened. As far as that much. He came in through a different way. And about the true nature of this detective. Yeah, he ain't no detective. It's true that I looked away from the door for a brief moment. Was this the one where I saw the sensor? Oh, I gotta press it again. So as you look away from the door, the sensors, yes. Okay. So I want to pry about the computer. Tell me more about the computer. Ask about the computer. So did that computer belong to Lordly Taylor as well?
Correct. Well, except for the program that manages the data. That was specially designed by me. Look at me. In that case, he could have easily manipulated the data. What's wrong, Sir Lawyer? Okay. No, I don't need to press that again. Unfortunately, the thief grabbed a weapon from the side and rendered me senseless. I think this is the one that I have to press.
What do you mean, weapon from the side?
Grab the sword. Oh, okay. Nope. And this was, True Gentleman fights only with his fists, but they were not enough. This is the one.
You had that much faith in your own fighting abilities?
Yep. This guy's a real piece of work. Nope. Okay. This is the real one. And that's all she wrote. Both powerful and vicious. Powericious. At me fighting stance, but a sudden flash of light blinded me, which I think I figured out. That's, yep, okay. At me fighting style.
What is this at me fighting style?
I'm sorry, but that's a trade secret. I really can't say anymore. But I suppose I can tell you if I absolutely must. I can't say any more. I'm about to say more, though. The main thing is to put your back to the wall. That way no one can get behind you.
Okay.
That's it? That's the at me fighting style?
Well, Mr. Wright, what about that testimony? It's very important. Because blow to the back of the head. It was very important.
Of course it's important. We've learned a detective's secret technique after all.
Yes, indeed. I'll remember to use it if I ever take a walk alone late at night.
Why the heck is he eyeballing me like that? It's creeping me out.
Now then, witness. Well, go ahead and add that secret information to your official testimony. Okay. So if his back was to the wall, he was temporarily blinded by the flash of the camera on, reflecting off of the statue, but his back against the wall. That wouldn't make sense then. Yeah, there's no way he could have gotten struck on the back of the head. Unless there was no wall there. Went back to the wall to fight, but the thief's blow landed upon my third eye.
Detective Atme, your testimony is crumbling like a house of cards.
What fun this is, Sir Lawyer. It is truly a pleasure to cross swords with you. And now, once again, you have thrown down the gauntlet at my armored feet.
Seriously, why does that ring keep glimmering, you know? That's a fancy-ass ring. Look at the size of the gemstone on that thing. There's no way this 2-bit detective can afford something like that. Looks like a family heirloom, or, I don't know, you freaking stole it.
Nah.
And it's red, too, just like... I'll take that red diamond you received the other day. Just like that blackmail that... I'm just saying. Starting to see how things are fitting together. I'm starting to put it together now. Okay? Starting to put it together.
I believe this is what you said yesterday.
No, the coward must have wormed his way in through somewhere besides the door. Then my arch-nemesis struck me on the head from behind with this gruesome item here.
From behind, huh? But just now you testified that he struck you on the forehead. I hardly think you could forget where you were hit on the head. Ugh! It seems I've made another mistake. Detective Atme, that's not the strange part in your testimony. What do you mean by that? For example, the very fact that you hid the calling card from the police itself is strange. It's almost as if you were afraid they were going to help with security.
Ugh. Geniuses such as myself have always been misunderstood. How sad.
That's wrong.
To err is human, to forgive divine. Humans aren't machines. They have souls, feelings. But not me. I'm part machine. I'm not sure if you can tell from my mask. They live, they die, they love, they hate, and yes, they even make mistakes.
Hey, hold on, it's not as pretty as that.
Whoa! Did you see his coffee? Maybe he is a machine. That was straight gray. That was not coffee. What the hell? What the hell was that? Why was it gray? That wasn't even black coffee. It was gray coffee. That ain't coffee. What is he drinking? What the fuck? It's black. It's not black coffee. Why was it gray? It was. Oh, I'm gonna find a freeze frame. I'm gonna take a picture of that and put it somewhere. You can see it's gray. It's clearly it was gray. It wasn't even like, because black coffee would be like a dark brown. Brown so dark it's almost black. This was gray. It was straight up gray. It was giving millennial apartment gray. Okay? It was several shades of gray. It was 3 shades of gray.
Always chase a riddle down to the end. That's one of my rules.
This is it. This might just be my chance to turn things around.
Mr. Wright, what exactly is it that you're asserting?
Very well, Your Honor. The defense asserts that
Mr. Atme is no ace detective. Mr. Atme is a fake. Mr. Atme is mask to mask. I do genuinely think Mr. Atme is mask to mask, and I have suspected that from the moment I first met Look at Me.
I don't think it's the middle one. It's not the middle one for sure. Kinda looks like him in the photo too. Does he? Does he kinda? Yeah, how does his long-ass nose fit in the mask? He's got to cover up his butt chin, you see? Oh, his head is tilted down here. His head is straight on here, so... You know... Especially if you look at... Maybe it's a fake nose? Oh, it could be! That could be a fake nose. I'm gonna go for it. I should trust my gut, right? Oh fudge. I'm gonna save before I say it. But what is something that's provable right now? That's what I need to think about. Is not trusting my gut and being like, oh, this is the ultimate answer. I'm not looking for the ultimate answer. They're looking for what is something I can prove right now with a piece of evidence. Mr. Atme is no ace detective. Obviously, he is no ace detective. He gets things screwed up. His memory is bad. This Mr. Atme is a fake. Remember where you found the urn? Well, we haven't found the urn. We didn't find the urn. Right? Or did we? We didn't find the urn. Isn't it still missing? I thought it was still missing. Isn't it still missing? We haven't found it yet. He felt something long and hard in his bag. What? I don't remember that at all. I'm gonna trust my gut.
The answer is simple. It's all clear to me now. Detective Look at Me's true identity is actually Mask to Mask. Yerg!
Did you see that reaction? Come on. This is the first time we've ever seen that face. I know I'm right. Order! Order in the court! Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
There are too many unnatural parts to Mr. Atme's story. He says he was hiding at the crime scene, which is why no one ever saw him there. And then, in his last case, he manages to outperform Detective Gumshoe and the entire police force to miraculously retrieve the stolen treasure. That's because I analyzed the crime scene data and made an exquisitely elegant deduction. I picked up clues that the police overlooked in order to arrive at a... Oh, please. The explanation is far simpler than that, Detective Atme. The truth is that you are, in fact, Mask to Mask.
But Mr. Wright, this photo, it clearly shows Mask to Mask. He ripped off the brooch himself. Wait, he did do it. No, that's the thing. I know I said that why would he plant evidence to frame himself? Why would he plant evidence to frame himself there? Because he was trying to frame himself. He was trying to frame... Well, not himself, per se. He's trying to frame Delight. He's trying to frame Delight by casting, the obvious suspicion on anybody who looks like Mask to Mask, who, likes to dress up like Mask to Mask. I mean, no, it makes sense that he would leave his own evidence there and then try to play it off like I'm not. This way he can retire from the role as Mask to Mask. If somebody else takes a fall for all of the crimes, he gets away with all of the treasure, except for, one piece of treasure that he had to return to the police to prove himself for the next heist. It was all set up so that he is the only one who's being trusted over the police. That way Adrian Andrews says, well, you're the only one who did recover that artwork, so clearly you're better than the police. I'm going to take your word for it. Then he's the only one who's allowed in that room. He's the one in charge of security. Oh my god, it makes so much sense. And it all comes down to this blackmail. Okay. This security camera belongs to this Lordly Taylor department store. Right? The fountain pen. As soon as I saw the fountain pen too, I'm like, that's the kind of thing Detective Look at Me would have, is a fountain pen. You don't want your true identity revealed to the world. So this must have been, I think it's based off of a crime that Mask the Mask did, but wasn't reported on, right? It wasn't reported, probably because of the blackmail. And I think somebody at KB Security... Oh, wait. Was it Delight who wrote this? And he was going to turn it in to... Hold on. Okay, hold on. Alright. He shouldn't have been able to manipulate it. He didn't need to manipulate it. He gained access to the warehouse under the pretense of providing security. Then he simply dressed up as the thief and stole the urn. So, the ace detective is actually an ace thief. Is this true, witness? Aha. Look at that thing. Oh my god, it really is him. The Mask's MO is pure genius, and so am I. Look at me, ace detective. You're very clever to have come to such a conclusion. I am impressed, Sir Lawyer. Whoa, what? Witness, you're admitting it? Nick, now's your chance. Yes, time to put the last nail in this guy's coffin. Detective at me. Whoop. Excuse me? Godot Blend 102. My personal favorite. Is this real? What? That had to burn. The ace detective is actually an ace thief. I smell a best-selling novel. There's only one problem. It simply isn't true. But, Mr. Godot, Mr. Wright has made some very strong points, and The coffee, though? That's insane. I will admit my opponent has woven a compelling narrative out of whole cloth. But it is, in fact, nothing more than a patchwork quilt, Mr. Trite. If this detective is the thief, then show us the proof of your claim. But it had better be as hot and as perfect as the coffee dripping down your face. Well, Mr. Wright, don't just stand there. This court would like to see this decisive proof you have, quickly. Huh? Oh, yes, of course. Well, what's the big rush? Are you all right, Nick? Adney looks pretty rattled right now. Yeah, because he really is. He really is. It might be that blackmail letter. I'd like to finish this right now if I can. Can I really do it? The decisive evidence that puts "look at me" in the is right here. Oh, ooh. I'm gonna save. Right there. I think it is. It has yet to be found. Because it's right on his hand. Proof? Of course I've got nothing. Ha! Just what I thought. A man has to hold his head up high, no matter how bad things get, after all.
Ugh. I see. I thought perhaps you had some evidence to back up your assertion. This is no good. I've got to stay on the attack. I'll never get another chance to prove that this guy is the thief.
Don't give up, Nick. Think harder and try again.
It's no good. I'm just not ready yet.
But are you going to just give up and let us lose this?
So you've come to your senses, have you, Sir Lawyer? I can't think of a counterattack at all. It seems the cloud of suspicion surrounding this witness has lifted. Mr. Godot, if you have anything further to add, then... Huh? Who?
Ha ha! Yeah, just in the nick of time. She was gathering evidence for me.
Who are you?
That doesn't really matter right now, does it?
Mr. Light, what are you doing here?
Nicky boy, the thing you've been looking for, I think I found it.
You mean that bag?
No, not the bag. What is in the bag? Well,
that's...
the secret urn! Nick, it's the urn!
Order! You, madam! That urn, where did you find it?
You'll never believe it. It was in the office of Mr. Fancy Pants, ace detective. Look at me. Oh, Jessie, you're the best! Wait, what's the pink stuff? It has pink splotches all over it. Oh, because the paint that went everywhere, right? Is that what it is? I don't know.
Well, how do you explain that one, Mr. Atme? Even you are going to have a hard time weaseling out of this one.
Is that what his voice sounds like?
Huh, pathetic.
I said Amy, not I am. Mr. Godot, do you have something you wish to say?
Yes, Your Honor. It simply amazes me how quickly times change. In the old days, a man has to be taken at his word. It's truly sad.
You're still denying that Mr. Atme was involved?
Before casting aspersions at Detective Atme, consider the young lady here. Your name is Desiree? Desiree Delight, is that correct?
Yes. What about it?
Ha, how charming. The lengths that a woman is willing to go to save her husband is truly inspiring.
What are you insinuating? Oh, she's mask to mask. No, she's not. She does have expensive tastes.
As the wife of the criminal, you could have discovered that stolen urn anywhere, including the office of the good detective here. So you found the urn. What does that prove? It certainly doesn't prove where the urn was before you found it.
What? I just brought it here from the detective's office.
Please, madam. This town is already filled to the brim with lies. Any more could only compound the tragedy we have been witness to.
You're wrong. I would never do such a thing.
Mr. Light?
Please, Nicky boy, you've got to help me talk some sense into these people.
There must be some way. I've got to prove that urn was actually in the Atme Detective Agency.
Check fingerprints on the urn. Can't prove anything yet. Oof, so many choices here. Too many choices here.
want to testify about what I saw.
What's wrong? Isn't it your job to come up with something to say?
Nick, come on! This should be easy to prove. After all, we checked out that bag, didn't we?
Was he wearing gloves in the photo?
You're right.
You're right. I remember doing that. I don't know. Was he? Because it looks like he's wearing gloves, but it's hard to tell. It's all in black and white. So those could be white gloves. I don't know. Unless he took it out, like after he took his gloves off, he handled the vase when he went back to his office. I don't know. I have a feeling we're gonna find somebody else's fingerprints on there.
You're right. I remember doing that. Whatever was in there, it was hard and round and smooth too.
Yes, it must have been the urn. It must have.
Phoenix was in the bag. Oh, yeah. No, Phoenix wasn't wearing any gloves. So it would have Phoenix's fingerprints on it.
But I never actually saw it with my own eyes.
Apney walked in just when I was about to have a look at it. So even if it was the urn in there, I can't testify that. Oh! You're saying show the fingerprints on the urn. Because it's my fingerprints.
I can prove where the urn was by the fingerprints on it.
Fingerprints, eh?
Oh, come now. Now you're really making me laugh, Sir Lawyer. Fingerprints indeed. May I go on? Good. Now, it would be perfectly understandable if my fingerprints were on the urn. After all, it was I who was guarding the urn in the first place. In any case, I am always in the habit of wearing gloves, as you can see. So unfortunately, my fingerprints wouldn't be evidence of anything.
What about it, Mr. Wright? This witness's fingerprints would mean nothing anyway.
Nick, what are you going to do now?
I've come too far to turn back now. Apney must have brought the urn back to his office yesterday, and therefore I'm sure someone must have left their fingerprints on it.
The defense proposes that the fingerprints of this person should be on the urn.
So what is all this fuss about fingerprints anyway? Mr. Apney, do you recall the events of yesterday?
Hey, Nick, come on, open it up.
Hey, wait a minute, we can't just open his private property.
Don't be such a fuddy-duddy. This is an important investigation. Well, what's in there?
Hang on a sec. I'm taking it out now. Whatever it is, it feels kind of hard and smooth.
Oh yeah, hard and smooth.
Well, hello there.
Hello there.
It's true that I didn't get a chance to look in the bag at that time, but I did touch what was inside. What? You touched it?
Yeah.
And I remember it very well. It was smooth and hard.
Thoughts of Edgeworth. That's my thumbnail right there.
And I remember it very well. It was smooth and hard.
That's the thumbnail. That's the thumbnail right there. That's my thumbnail. Yep. It was smooth and hard.
Just like Edgeworth. He shaves, and he's very thorough. Well, that was just... Your Honor, I'd like the court to examine the fingerprints on that urn.
If my fingerprints are on there,
then it proves that the urn was in the Detective Apney's office.
Why is his coffee so gray?
Well, Even if your fingerprints are on the urn, it still doesn't prove when they were put there, does it? Of course it does! Well, what did you say? It's not what I say, but what Adrian Andrews, the person in charge of the exhibit, said.
I polished it until it was just about glowing. I thought maybe I could make it look more valuable.
If she polished it that much, she must have removed any and all fingerprints on it. And the only chance I had to get my fingerprints on it after that was yesterday at the Acme Detective Agency. Huh. This blend, Godot Blend 107, I've decided. It's a little too bitter after all.
What? Why is his mask smoking? What? Wait, what? I'm so confused.
Order, order, order! I accept the defense's request. Bailiff, take this urn and... Wait a moment, Your Honor. There's no need for that. No need, you say? Precisely. I already know Mr. Wright's fingerprints are on that urn. Well, what are you saying? Yes, I've finally broken him down.
Oh my god.
And he's gonna claim that he already retrieved it from the lair of Master Mask. Take a good look, everyone. Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown.
Oh my god. He's losing it. This guy is nuttier than a fruitcake.
You see, it was me all along. I am the one and only Master Mask. I hope you all enjoyed my little performance.
Oh my god. That's it? That's okay? So we're done?
Well, Mr. Godot, what's Mr. Atmy's condition? He's still in the lobby, laughing insanely, Your Honor. I wish I could enjoy the joke as much as he seems to be.
I caught the thief and no one got murdered. Uh-oh, someone's gonna get murdered in the lobby.
Well, it looks like the matter has been settled. It came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Besmirching him with the title of thief. And sentencing him to the maximum sentence. The death sentence. Capital punishment. Yep, we do that to thieves here.
Nick, you were right after all.
Yeah, I guess Mr. Delight really wasn't the thief. Court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight. Wait for it.
Objection!
Yep, there it is. Oh my god. You're wrong. Wrong, I tell you. I mean, not exactly wrong so much, but actually not right is what I was really trying to say.
No, he's not. This can't be happening.
The thief, the sneaky, odious thief, has been stealing all the treasures. It's me, I'm him. I'm the one you want. I'm the thief, I tell you. So do it. Pronounce me guilty, please.
I don't know what kind of kangaroo court you all think this is, but the true identity of the thief has already been proven. Please hurry and pass judgment.
His hair. Yeah, his hair. Have you never seen him do that? It's crazy. What are you talking about? I already confessed. I'm the thief, I tell you. What is this music, though? It's giving DCMC. It's giving Mother 3. I love it so much. I mean, I know it's Godot's theme, but was he in Mother 3?
Did I miss him somewhere? Is he an optional character? Oh, he's the masked man! It was Godot all along!
Mr. Godot, don't just stand there drinking coffee. Hey there, Mr. Thief.
Yes, sir.
If you're really a man, then clean up your own mess.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I just don't have any idea what you mean.
And yeah, no, that's what I've been saying about the passing of the coffee. Like, who keeps passing in this coffee? Where's it keep coming from? Just keeps sliding out of nowhere.
If you are Master Mask, then prove it. That's what it means.
Yes, sir. I'll be happy to. He says he'll be happy to, Nick.
His coffee telepathy. So he's a coffee mancer. It's kinda cute. He's 100% committed to his fantasy.
Good boy. Just remember one thing.
Oh. Oh, Godot says good boy.
A boy only gets one chance in his life to become a man.
I know that. I won't fail. I swear.
Oklahoma, then. Talk. We're all listening.
Oh, well, let's all have a listen to this confession. Okay. Here we go.
The truth is, I've been Master Mask all along. I mean, you can't prove that I'm not actually Master Mask, can you? I don't have an alibi for the night of the urn was stolen after all. You do.
I do. I have an alibi for you. You were at your fucking job. That's where you dropped your wallet, you dongle. Stop trying to throw yourself under the bus. You're gonna ruin my perfect record. You're gonna ruin my almost perfect record. You're gonna ruin my mostly perfect record.
I donned my costume that night and dancingly descended upon the scene of the crime. Look, you can see right there in the photo. That's me. As for my brooch, I snagged it on the door handle and it got torn off, that's all.
I don't believe you.
I don't like the direction this trial has taken.
But this is how every trial goes, at least with me anyway.
Huh. You're doing great.
Stop it, Mr. Godot. You're embarrassing me. Not in front of my wife. This can't be real.
Oh my god. You know what? This is also another contender for thumbnail. Ron shamelessly flirting with Godot.
Like I said, you're the only one getting... You're only going to get one chance to testify, alright? But if you make it through this with flying colors, I'll keep my promise too. I'll make sure you stay locked up in prison as the one and only true Master Mask.
Thanks so much, Mr. Godot. I'll do my best.
This will take 2 seconds, so let's wrap it up. Yeah, I'm trying.
Alright, Mr. Wright. I'm afraid it's time for the cross-examination. The truth is, I've been Master Mask all along.
I don't even need to press.
Can't actually prove that I'm not actually Master Mask, can you? I don't have an alibi for the night the urn was stolen after all.
Bam! Objection! Mr. Delight, this wallet belongs to you, correct?
Yes, it does. I lost it somewhere. Probably in Mr. Godot's bedroom.
Mr. Wright, when you find a wallet, you should report it to the police right away. No, you don't understand. This is an important piece of evidence.
Evidence! Mr. Delight, when did you first notice that you'd lost your wallet?
Let's see. I think it was on the night of the crime. But I know I still had it when Dusty and I went out for dinner.
This wallet was found at approximately 1 a.m. at KB Security Headquarters.
What? Surely you're not serious.
Yes, I am serious. This proves that Mr. Delight was, in fact, at KB Security that night.
No!
So if the defendant was at KB Security at 1 o'clock in the morning, then that proves that he has a watertight alibi.
No!
Okay, no, I was right about that. I was right about the ransom. That was a ransom that Delight received from Atme. Delight found Atme's ring somewhere that would place him at the scene of the crime. Yup. Yeah. But then, why was he trying to... No, it couldn't have been Atme, because Atme was at the... Alright, hold on. Alright, I'm just confusing myself. I'm overthinking it. Furthermore, considering the distance between Lordly Taylor and KB Security, it would have taken 30 minutes to get there by car. According to Larry, anyway.
Well, Mr. Godot, do you have anything to say?
And stop drinking that coffee! Come on, Mr. Thief. Don't let this guy beat you and tell him why he's wrong.
You're the only one who calls me thief, Mr. Godot. Alright, I'll try. I'll do what I will. He's really got Mr. Delight all worked up.
Yeah, he's like a kid at his first day of school.
Look, it's just ridiculous. Why would I have dropped my wallet at KB Security? Someone must have planted it there to make it look like I was there and not at the heist. Planted it there? He's really reaching now.
Mr. Delight, you probably dropped your wallet when you took it out to use this, didn't you? The keycard to KB Security's CEO's office.
No!
Ha, that was a pretty good try, Mr. Trite. Unfortunately, you've overlooked one small thing.
Oh, what?
Motive, of course. Why would this thief go to KB Security in the middle of the night anyway?
Well, Mr. Wright, looks like you need some more evidence after all.
Girl, that stupid kid!
Now then, let's see your evidence. The evidence that shows why Mr. Delight went to KB Security at 1 a.m. that night.
Mr. Delight, I believe you've seen this before, correct?
That's...
What is it? A blackmail letter. That's what it looks like from the contents. But blackmail? Yes, it basically says, bring $50,000.
That certainly sounds like a blackmail, all right.
At the time of the theft, Mr. Delight was dealing with the blackmailer himself. In KB Security's CEO's office, a full half hour away from the scene of the crime.
The letter looks white to me. Yeah, it looks all white to me.
Ugh. Ugh. No, 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 no! No!
Order, order, order! I'll have the general's house. I mean, so when the theft of the urn occurred, the defendant was at KB Security. It looks like a perfect case for the defense.
You may see it as a perfect case, Judge, but to me... well, let's just say that my Godot Blend 107 impresses me a lot more. Well, what are you trying to say? You say the thief was being blackmailed by the CEO of a security company. But did you actually investigate the CEO at all? Huh? Well, no, I guess not. Accusing a man of blackmail with no proof. I'm not sure what I think of that. Not sure what I think of that. At least I know what I think of you.
Good point.
I'm not sure what I think of it myself. You claim that the defendant entered the CEO's office, but you will need at least one witness to corroborate your claim, Mr. Wright.
Nick, I think we're going to have to track down the CEO guy.
No, we don't have to track down the CEO at all. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? There's someone else who can testify. This is the person who can testify that the keycard was used at 1 a.m. that night!
Who is this useless-looking young man? Oh, that's funny.
You don't remember him, Your Honor.
Not exactly. But just looking at his picture makes the bile start to rise in my throat. It looks like he doesn't remember the case from 2 years ago.
He probably blocked out that memory on purpose. Anyway, this man was working as a security guard at KB Security that night. Oh?
But he is so mean, yes.
The question in hand. The question at hand is this key card. Yeah, that's the key card they use in the building I work. According to the security number, this one is for the CEO's office. You need it to get into that room, and every time you use that card, it leaves a record. Yeah, it tells you exactly who entered the room and when. As you can see, there's no need to investigate the CEO of KB Security. We should be able to discover the truth simply by analyzing this key card's data.
Well, Mr. Godot,
The name of the CEO of KB Security is Kane Bullard. I was unable to contact him directly, but I got the keycard data here.
so what does it show?
Each keycard has its own serial number, and they leave detailed records of their use. According to this data, this card was used at 1 a.m. on the morning of the crime.
Oh, hell yeah. But that means it can't be Mr. Delight dressed up as Master Mask in this photo.
It looks like you're right. 2 minutes isn't even enough time to brew a good cup of joe. So then... Ron Delight was clearly in the office of KB Security CEO at the time of the crime. The prosecutor's office is ready to admit that fact. Therefore, it's impossible for the defendant to be Mask to Mask.
Good job, you did it, Nick. That's enough. I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Besmirching him with the title of thief.
What's wrong, Your Honor?
I'm ready to pass judgment. But before I do you have any further objections?
No, Your Honor.
Humph. Very well. Court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight, not guilty. Wow. Court is now adjourned. Much like a practice case. Yeah, kind of did. Honestly, you're not wrong. Nick, you did it. You were right after all. Actually, I'm a little bit ashamed of myself. Nicky boy.
Oh, Mr. Light!
I knew you could do it. I believed in you all along, Nicky boy. I don't know how I can ever repay you.
Aw, shucks. Thanks, Mr. Light. I just know I'm blushing.
Congratulations! Congratulations, Mr. Nick!
Oh, pearls! I've got a bad feeling about this.
Who is this woman?
I think they are gonna do the nose thing.
Oh, she's nobody. She's just,
You're blushing! How dare you do this in front of Miss Aglaya? You should be ashamed of yourself!
ouch! She slapped me!
Hurley. This woman is Miss Desiree Delight. She's our client's wife. Mr. Nick!
Yes?
You're even worse than I thought. Going behind the back of your own client.
No! You've got it all wrong.
I'll never forgive you.
Ow! A double slap.
Well, anyway, all's well that ends well, right?
Yeah, good album. Cheetos.
We got the sacred urn back, and the thief has been caught. You're so right. And it's all thanks to Nicky Boy here. But actually, it was you, Miss Delight, that brought us our urn back. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Oh, please, you're embarrassing me.
If we won the case, then why does this guy look so glum?
But I am the thief. Actually, what's the point now? What is it, honey? I did my best for you, Ronnie. Oh my god, Ronnie. I know that and I appreciate it, Deathy. But the thing is...
Come on, give the kid some time. At least 2 years, maybe 10. He's just got a little touch of the blues. You know about that feeling? Blue, right, amigo? Mr. Godot, what are you doing here? Oh, come on. I just came here to say thanks to my newest buddy.
You wanted to get gang banged in that prison that bad. That badly, yeah.
You, Mr. Tride.
It's a face.
Maybe you should learn my name before you call me Buddy. Well, playtime is over. Huh? Early this morning, the body of Cain Bullard was discovered.
Cain Bullard, where have I heard that name before?
Uh-oh, now he's gonna get tried for murder.
Isn't that...
Discovered alive, right?
Isn't that the name of the CEO of KB Security? Wait, but body?
The estimated time of death was 1 a.m. on October 12th. Fuck! 1 a.m. on October 12th? You don't mean... That's right, amigo. At the same time that a cheap little urn was being stolen, the CEO of KB Security was being murdered. So then, what are you doing here? Oh, come on. You figured it out already, haven't you, amigo? Or have you already forgotten about that piece of info I helped you out with today? Help me out? What? On October 12th at 1 o'clock in the morning, Ron Delight was in the CEO's office, the scene of the murder. After getting that blackmail letter, he must have been imbued with utter rage.
What are you saying? Improve with rage?
Come on. Don't tell me you didn't know. Ron Delight was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard. An employee of KB Security. It looks like the alibi that saved him from being convicted as a thief. It's going to be the noose that gets him hanged. Kind of an anti-alibi.
No way!
He can't be the thief because he was at the murder scene when the murder occurred.
He wanted to be mass to mass because theft is a less serious offense. Yeah, no, that makes sense. He almost crafted the perfect alibi. No, that's a lie, and it can't be true. But I am a thief, I tell you.
Oh! Oh, jeez!
Rhonda Light, you're going back to prison again. This time the charge is much more serious. This time you'll be tried for murder.
Oh, what? This can't be. This is impossible.
I'm looking forward to another exciting showdown, Mr. Tride. You and I aren't through with each other yet. Surely you won't back down from a challenge. You've never been a coward.
Ooh, that could. Oh, you know what? I was just thinking that. I'm like, what if he was serious about how he was a thief? And that's why I was like, oh, what's the point now? Because he was actually he did steal the urn. But somehow it ended up in the possession of. Look at me. Mr. Nick, is there something personal between you two?
I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. At least let me have some fun while I'm here.
This guy, who the heck is he?
He may be quiet, but he's the most dangerous enemy I've ever faced. Well then, time to say goodbye to Mr. Delight.
Nick, how could this be happening?
Right in front of our very eyes, our client has been arrested for murder. And the one who established his presence at the scene was me.
Yeah. Oh my god, Ronnie.
Arrested for murder on the very same day he's declared innocent of larceny. What the heck's going to happen next?
To be continued next time on Kayleigh Plays Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're excited for the next episode of Trials and Tribulations, then tune in Wednesday at 3 p.m. Central. Godot's actually Manfred von Karma. He rises from the dead for revenge. You know what? I wouldn't put it past this game. They've been known to do crazy things. Well, I guess I can start back over at the 1. Here we go. Whew. Yeah, this took a turn. This took a turn. You know, I thought it was weird that this wasn't a murder, but this was a prelude to the murder investigation. So, now it makes more sense. Anyways, stay tuned for later today for the rest of Triple Play Monday. That still feels weird to say. Where I'm going to be playing Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 at 7 p.m. Central. Where are we going? What are we doing? I don't know. We're going to figure it out together. But until then, have a great night. Have a wonderful week. I love you all. Bye-bye. 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 Bye.